At least pay us enough not to do this shit. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. Here goes your inventory.
Shamel Abdul Karim, 29, warehouse employee. On April 7th, he filmed himself setting fire to the Kimberly-Clark Distribution Center in Ontario, California. Posted it to Instagram. Texted, "I just cost these billions." Compared himself to Luigi Mangione. Federal arson. Up to 20 years.
At least pay us enough not to do this shit. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. Here goes your inventory.
Shamel Abdul Karim, 20.
The man accused of burning down this warehouse in Ontario and causing more than $500 million in damages was in court today. Shamil Abdul Karim is facing both federal and state charges.
Yeah, today he pleaded not guilty to arson charges. NBC4's Christian Costa is live for us in Ontario with the concerns this fire is now generating in this community. Christian.
Colleen and Michael, I can tell you it's been nearly a week since the Kimberly-Clark warehouse caught fire. And take a look behind me. You can still see some of the damage, all that burned area. You're taking a look at the east side of the building, and at times you can still smell it. Now, just over the Cucamonga Creek, there is a community that many today tell us they're still processing the things they witnessed that night.
Cell phone images like this one still haunting many families in Ontario, like Anna Rossetti. Last week's warehouse fire happened a short distance away from her home.
It was really bad. It was really scary. We had smoke lingering for days.
Today, we're getting our first look at the man accused of arson. Shamil Abdul Karim pled not guilty inside a Rancho Cucamonga courtroom where the judge only allowed still photography of that moment.
Here goes your inventory.
Investigators say they are reviewing all evidence, including social media videos like this one, where they say the 29-year-old, who is an employee there, filmed himself setting off fires inside the warehouse while talking about his salary frustration. 20 employees were inside and were evacuated without injury.
All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
It's a mix of emotions because you don't know what to feel. It's like someone in your community felt like that and felt to drag us all along because it could have been worse.
Last week, the DOJ and the San Bernardino County DA filed arson charges against Abdul Karim. They say the damages are over $500 million, which include the paper products inside that fueled the fire for several hours. Tonight, the Kimberly-Clark warehouse remains closed as the cleanup efforts are just getting started. The company says they are working to relocate their workers to other locations, as neighbors say they keep smelling smoke and wondering what happens next.
You heard explosions and just what you saw, it just didn't even feel safe to stay here. You're like, do I stay? Do I go? I lingered on for days. I don't think I opened my windows until yesterday.
And as we come back out here live, prosecutors say the paper products are sold nationwide and shipped through interstate commerce, which provides federal jurisdiction over this case. But you can just imagine how much supply was.
Shalom, first and foremost, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and to the elders at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you I say Shalom. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. On the top of the screen is the Good News Translation. This is verse 2. Show me a righteous ruler, and I will show you a happy people. Show me a wicked ruler, and I will show you a miserable people. The King James Version says, at the bottom of the screen to the left, verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So who's in authority? Are righteous people are in authority? No, because people are not rejoicing as a whole. People are not happy on a grand scale. But the wicked are in authority. Therefore, the people are miserable. People are lamenting, weeping. People are mad, angry. Why? Because the rulers, the wicked, being Esau, Edom, all right, primarily the Amalek, the chief house of Edom, the small hatters, the JJs, the people you can't speak on, they're ruling the earth in wickedness. And people are fed up. People are groaning. People are miserable. The word miserable in the Google definition says, it's the AI overview. It says, miserable describes a state of extreme unhappiness, discomfort, or wretchedness, often characterized by feelings of sadness, depression, and or hopelessness. People are depressed in these times. It also refers to conditions that cause distress, such as unpleasant weather, or refers to a very small inadequate amount, such as a miserable salary. See that? People are fed up because they're not getting paid enough at their jobs. People crashing out. It's crashing out season for you people. You people are in the state of being hopeless. You see that? But, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, us, the true, sincere believers of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, those that's called into this faith, we don't feel a state of hopelessness or sadness. We don't feel depression or depressed. Why? It's because we're casting all of our cares upon Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. We believe in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai are sustaining us. A lot of you people are miserable. And you like to put your misery on other people because you're miserable yourself. What the guy did was absolutely not wise, to set a warehouse on fire. Now it's $500 million in damage. That's not wise at all. So people are crashing out. Let's read some comments. Now his root now he got now he's what? Now he got roof in his head. Plus his guts. No, I'm not even gonna read that. That person can't type right. He must have a good lawyer for not having any money. All you had to do is pay us enough to live. And that was one of his quotes. He said that, and he had set the thing on fire. People not getting paid enough to live. People crashing out. Better yet, people losing their jobs. People can't find work. You have AI taking over. Somebody said, based, we need more of this. Somebody said, good for him. Let it all burn. See that? Somebody said, dude deserves an award. When CEOs are getting millions in bonuses and the worker gets nothing. Well, this is what happens. Rightfully so. A lot of people siding with the arson person, the arsonist, right? If no employee was hurt, then this is trade union action against poor working conditions and pay. Set him free. Not surprising. The cost of living falls on employers also. That's not just a blue-collar worker problem. Cost of living raises should be automatic. Somebody said the justice system fails again, like it always does. They only care about sentencing people who commit more severe crimes. Need more workers starting fires at corrupt companies. You recorded the video yourself. What the F? Hey, this could have been set up. Who knows, right? This could have been set up, but who knows? Nevertheless, whether it was set up or not, people lost their warehouse job. That was a big job, big warehouse. This is Proverbs 29. Verse 7. The righteous considereth the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth not to know it. The NLT says, the godly care about the rights of the poor. The wicked don't care at all. Yeah, the wicked don't really care about the poor. The poor being the Israelites, first and foremost. Okay. Do you have poor people? Yes. And the wicked don't care about the poor as a whole. They don't care. The rich want to keep the rich rich, and they want to keep the poor poor. And it's been like that for years. Who's ruling? Esau, Edom. And he don't care about the poor. Esau being the so-called white man. Esau, Edom. This is verse 12. Proverbs 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. The NLT says, if a ruler pays attention to liars, all his advisors will be wicked. So we live in a wicked society that's being ruled by wicked people. And they hearken unto lies. As the rulers, so are the people. This place, Babylon the Great, which is America, is one big melting pot of wickedness. And the wicked, they speak with a false tongue. Verse 14 in the NLT. Verse 14. If a king judges the poor fairly, his throne will last forever. They just had a No Kings protest like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. That they had, I believe, one last year. And that cruel lord, that first king, is we believe to be Nero 47. Okay, and he's not judging the poor fairly, you know. Which DJ is just a puppet for the elite banking families. The elites, they're not judging the poor fairly at all. So guess what? Their throne is not going to last. They're not going to be a rulership forever, according to prophecies. Isaiah 47, verse 1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. O virgin daughter of Babylon. It's talking about America. Sit on the ground. It says come down and sit in the dust. Going into, to lament, also to be abased, right? It says, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right? Sit on the ground, there is no throne, no more rulership for Esau, Edom. No more of them being in a lofty position. All right? No more of them being in the power seat. Them having authority, because they're going to be what? Taken out of power. There is no throne. They're not going to rule forever. And yes, this is crashing out season. People crashing out. It's the beginning of sorrows. This is Matthew 24, verse 12 in the KJV. It says, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. The GNT says in verse 12, such will be the spread of evil that many people's love will grow cold. Iniquity is abounding too. Okay. People are in the spirit of not caring. So that facade that people say, oh, you're supposed to love everybody, they're not showing no love. Okay. The word cold says, in the outline of biblical usage, going down to number 3, it says, metaphorically, of waning love. Waning love. The word waning refers to a gradual decrease in size, strength, power, or intensity. Synonyms include declining, lessening, dwindling, fading, and shrinking. So people are in the spirit of not caring for one another. The scriptures say friends shall fight one another like enemies. So the love they so-called promote here in society is declining. It's lessening. It's less love out here in these streets. It's less love out here in the minds of these people. It's declining. You see, these people don't care about children. They don't care about their own family. They don't even care about themselves. See, they have evil spirits on them. All right. So we're in that time. What time? People crashing out. People are crashing out. People fed up. So with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash, Shalom.